Hi, my name is Laurie Jameson. I am 47 years old. I live in Perth, Australia, and I'm here today to give my testament about the treatment that I've received here at the Brain Wellness Spa. I've had a very long history of major depression, anxiety, and attention deficit disorder, which has really affected the quality of my life for probably 25 years. I've sought many treatments, antidepressants, anxiety medications, hypnosis. I've had CT scans on my brain, PET scans on my brain because I was having memory issues, energy issues, and points in my life it affected me that greatly that I did consider suicide, although it really wasn't an option for me because I have 2 children and couldn't go down that road. But that is an indication of the degree of suffering that I was experiencing. I also tried natural medicines, talk therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, acceptance therapy. I've read hundreds of self-help books. I'm an intelligent, educated person, and I really sought to find a solution to what I can only describe is a mind pattern that I felt trapped within. It did paralyze me from a good quality of life and attaining just achievements that should have been much easier for me to achieve. What happened was I got pretty desperate and Googled, like we do, new depression treatments, and brain wellness came up, and it was luckily in my city, and I decided to make a phone call, find out, because I was really struggling. I decided to come and see Terry, as she was the founder, and the very first session, an unusual experience happened where for the first time my very fast brain almost felt soft and empty, which is unusual to describe, but there was something that immediately happened on that first session. And as we progressed, the second and third sessions, I did notice improvement, but I did also notice that I was having challenges in the way that my brain was almost resisting some changes. So we catered the treatment a little bit more specifically to those challenges because it obviously indicated a very deep-seated situation with whatever circuitry that my brain has or has experienced. So I had quite a lot of symptoms of concentration issues, memory issues, rapid thinking. I could never relax, unwind, very difficult to learn new things even though my intelligence isn't a problem. It was just really deeply affecting me. So as we progressed over the 7 sessions, we really did start to notice a huge difference by the first couple of sessions. It was almost hard to describe. It was like I changed completely, and yeah, it's very hard to say what happened, but all of a sudden the fears that paralyzed me for so long, the mind fears and the concern and worry that I was so used to experiencing, just started to slip away. And the best way I can describe it is like for the first time I came into my true self and my fears subsided, and I just felt this strength from within. Just, it was such a huge relief to me. And the depression just went away. I slept better. My whole life changed. I made a decision to quit the job that I was in full time because the environment was negative. and I wanted to support the process that I was going through by just letting go of things that were not supporting my well-being. So I made that decision, and in a very rapid time period of, say, under 2 months, I'm now starting my own business. I'm making huge plans. My fears have pretty much disappeared. I feel so much stronger and clearer in myself. And I have to say, it was a leap in faith, because logically, I couldn't work out how it was working, because it's such a non-invasive therapy. You come and you sit in a nice comfortable chair, you have a glass of water, you put headphones on that you listen to relaxing music, and Terry goes through a script and her method without you even hearing it. So it's so non-invasive that my mind couldn't logically rationalize, how can this work? It just doesn't make sense. But in my case, I'm a pretty open person, and I just had to take that leap of faith, and I thought, no, I'm going to go through the 7 sessions, which really is a total of 7 hours. And the patterning that I had for 25, 30 years, most of my life, that was deeply entrenched, began to lift and change. And it's an amazing experience, and I hope for yourself, as a person who knows what that mental suffering's like, that anybody that can possibly go to the effort to do this program will give yourself that gift, because it truly is a gift. And Terry's intentions are fantastic in that she wants to see people thrive in their life, and she's had her own personal path of challenges, and therefore she's looking to give back to those who suffer, and there's so many people that suffer. And yeah, I thoroughly hope for yourself that you would give this a go.
So how would you rate this out of 10?
I'd have to say 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it is 10 out of 10, and I'm so grateful. And it's just one of those things, you have to keep the faith, and I kept the faith, and yeah, I'm so grateful.
And how easy is it?
Oh, it's so relaxing. It's easy. You show up, you relax in a chair, you recline, you listen to headphones for about 30 minutes, relaxing music. You almost nod off, and Terry gently just wakes you up at the end. And it's amazingly easy and non-invasive and very comforting.
So you're sleeping better?
Sleeping is much better, yes.
Your moods are better?
Moods are hugely better.
Now, you were negative when you come in. What are you now?
I'm so ridiculously positive that I just want to jump up and down all the time, and yeah, I'm just, very positive. I see the positive in everything, and before I was I have never been a negative person, but the fearfulness and the low mood just made me into a somber, scared person, and I just wasn't my full self operating in life. So to take that away and get in touch with the true optimistic person that I am is just fantastic.
And that's all happened in weeks?
Weeks, yes.
Not years?
7 hours, 7 sessions, and it's awesome. And I know, because I'm now in a better place, the people that I come in contact with, whether it's my business partner, my children, my relationships have bloomed because I've been able to tap into my true self. I have more strength than I've ever had. Just that personal strength where I can come from love, but I can also draw from strength that I didn't actually know I had.
Yeah. Do you feel more confident?
Yes, very confident.
And how's your self-esteem?
Self-esteem is great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now tell us, you're telling me a little bit about your parenting's changed.
My parenting has changed because I've always been a very soft, loving person, which is a beautiful thing, but I have struggled to get a little bit tough when necessary, and draw that strength, because I just felt inside to be a bit too fragile to go there. But I've noticed that over this period of time, when I've needed to draw that strength with my two children, it's very much come up. So the amount of personal strength now that I can draw on when I need to is just fantastic.
Because what we do too, we just don't fix your problems, we actually personally develop you.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you're not the same person what you are when you come in as what you are when you leave.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's it's a cheap personal development program.
Very cheap. If I added up everything I have paid over the years, I've had hypnotherapy, I've had expensive one-on-one counseling, scans, medications, psychiatrist appointments. I've tried everything. I've done courses, I've done so much personal development work, studied natural medicine for 4 years. I'm very spiritual, so I had a lot of assets there, but I still couldn't get my mindset where I needed to be. It was a deep healing that I needed, and I just wasn't able to access it until I came across this program. So I feel like I've unlocked my own potential, and I'm, very grateful. I'm genuine in myself. I come from love, but there's strength, and I feel like I can deliver my gifts now, which is what I've always strove to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Laurie. And it's really exciting to see you, because we've just finished your journey.
Yes.
And to see you, what you started with and what you ended with is such a beautiful gift, isn't it?
It is a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you.